Hello again. Okay, now welcome to my second video blog. I know everyone's loving these, or a couple of you might be, but I should say that I've had some complaints about my first one. And, people have been saying, oh, you shouldn't be taking the mick out at this time. Times are tough, people are worried and everything. And I've answered them as maturely as I possibly can. Okay, if you don't like it, don't bloody watch it. I'm hardly trying to build a fan base for the future. I've had a good response on YouTube. I've got 2 followers now. This content's going viral, so it'll be hard for me to remain grounded. Once I become a YouTube millionaire, I probably won't be able to do these for you normal people. I'll have to go to a different audience. Okay, now today, the subject that I've been asked to do is homeschooling, right? And believe it or not, I've got an opinion on this. You may not find that hard to believe, but I've got an opinion on this, okay? Now, you look at social media, which is always the best source of my content, and people are saying that they're homeschooling their kids. You see it everywhere, and it's like, Tabitha and Tarquin have been homeschooled. We've got a schedule for them from as soon as they get up in the morning until they go to bed at night. We're not going to let them fall behind. Well, are you really homeschooling them? Because any kid over 10 is just doing their own work. Okay, they're not being homeschooled, they're just doing their own work, they're set. You as a parent don't have to do anything apart from what you would normally do and get them to do their own work. Okay, some parents might do a little bit more, good on you, but the majority will just make sure that they do their own work. So let's stop talking bollocks that anyone over 10, you're not homeschooling. You're just getting them to do their own work like a good parent. Right, that's out the way, okay? Now, the problem lies, in my view, with the under 10s, okay? And I'll tell you why, okay? And this is going to be educational, so strap yourselves in because you're going to learn something now, okay? Now, my research team, yes, it's me, but let's just pretend I've got a research team. My research team have found out, based on scientific research, that in the UK, 50% of people are thick as shit, okay? Now, and that's a problem, okay? Because now we're talking about homeschooling, okay? Now, the further problem is that when we talk about millennials, okay, that percentage goes up to 72%. Okay, so 72% of millennials are as thick as shit. And I can hear you through this screen getting you asking why now. Okay, so let me give you a quick history of generations. Okay, after the Second World War, told you it was educational. After the Second World War, we had baby boomers. Okay, and that generation lasted until 1964. Okay, and they were self-sufficient, they were competitive, and after the war they loved shagging, hence the name baby boomers. There were loads of kids. Okay, then my generation, and I just slipped into it in 1965, was Generation X. I'm not going to do a Billy Idol joke because that would be too easy. Okay, so 1965 to 1980 there was Generation X. Okay, and they were known to be resourceful, logical and problem solvers. Okay, that's the kind of person I am. Okay, then we had the bloody millennials. Okay, 1980 to 1995, and they're lazy. They feel a sense of entitlement. They question authority. And even worse, they were the people that started eating avocados. And they were the people that had brunch. When did that become a thing? Okay, you either had a late breakfast or an early lunch. There ain't a brunch, it's a load of bollocks. Okay, so, and it's also the generation where we started to have reality TV. So anybody thick as shit could get on telly and become famous and could make money. You'd have those group of people. Oh, where's New Zealand? Is it near Liverpool? No, thick. So, as I said before, 72%. You're lucky. If you're a millennial and you're in the 28%, you've done well, okay? But the rest of them, thick as shit. Okay, then we've got Generation Z, or as my son tells me, it's Gen Z, okay, who are ambitious, they're tech savvy, okay, they're digital natives, you know. The only problem with that is they don't like labelling, okay? So they don't know if they're men or women, if they're gender neutral, if they're straight or gay. But I can help the straight men out because I've got some good advice for them. Now, the only thing to remember as a straight man is one simple rule, okay? Don't have sex with a woman who's got a bigger cock than you, okay? Simple. You can take that through your whole life, okay? Now, we've got Generation Alpha, okay, from 2010. Now, which if we're not careful, they'll push the thickest shit rating up even higher, you know, because they're being taught by millennials, okay? Now, it ain't the millennials' fault. It's my generation's fault because what we did as parents, okay, we made it easy for millennials, okay? So the late baby boomers, so let's say anybody between the age of 40 and 65 are to blame for the millennials, and I include myself in that, of course, right? We've sorted everything out for them. We were the problem solvers, so, you know, it come through, oh, your car insurance, don't worry, I'll sort that out for you. You know, I'll pack your case for your school holidays. Don't you worry about that. Everything will be there. You know, I'll organise your life for you. You don't have to do anything. Because we didn't have that, but we decided that our kids would have that. Okay? So they've never had to learn for themselves. Now, millennials, okay? They're now teaching the under 10s. Okay? That's the parents that they've become. If you're an older parent, your kids will be fine. But it's just the millennials, okay? So if we're not careful, that percentage will just keep going higher and higher, okay? Homeschooling for these kids is not a big schedule, you know? It's like, you know, get yourself your own breakfast, I'm staying in bed, you know? Watch telly for a bit. Draw a picture and leave me alone, okay? Play on your iPad. That's their schedule for the day, okay? You know, the parents are let me start drinking the 200 cans of lager I've managed to buy this morning, you know. But I'm not a hoarder. We don't need to go back into that. So that's it. If schools stay too long, Generation Alpha will become Generation Thick as shit because they won't have had the learning that the schools do, okay? And that's my take on it. Let me know if you've got any more subjects for me to cover. You know I've got an opinion on everything. And stay safe and support your local businesses because we'll need them more than ever once we come out of this. Thank you.